Hello, I'm tatocat. Welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Alice in Stardom. Last time we entered the mansion of extravagance and we learned about Mary and her ballet accident, and we like ramen and pancakes, and the director likes cats. That's pretty much where we got to. Alright, let's continue. It has been such a hectic day. I almost didn't want to eat dinner, but knowing I'd be hungry at night otherwise, I stuffed something down my stomach, took a shower, brushed my teeth, and headed off to bed. If not for the soundproof doors and walls, I'm sure I'd still be able to hear sounds of activity outside. The others are probably in the lounge watching a movie or something. I would have joined them, but I'm just too tired. My muscles are screaming to be relaxed. I can only comply. I lie down on the bed, relieved that the soft mattress does help my body lose some of its tension. I close my eyes and immediately stop thinking. The darkness envelops me, and before I know it, I fall asleep. So what was the purpose of going to the music room other than just being told our outfits changed? Sorry, I was just so surprised. That usually doesn't happen very often. Wait, what was our outfits in the other parts? Are our outfits going to continuously change? That'd be cool. Alright, I was thinking that the choice was pointless, because I thought we were going to practice our singing, but instead we just learned that the director liked cats. So, oh, they added stuff to the stage. Are these people in the audience? And this doesn't seem safe to have blankets on the stage. Another contestant already. You look nervous, kid? Now that I'm back at the studio, I can't even fathom how I got past these last few days. How do you do it, Jacques? I'm pretty sure I'm mispronouncing his name, because it looks like Jacques. I'm going to call him Jacques. Do what? Be all composed like that. You're up front and hundreds of people and probably millions behind the TV screen. Didn't you do it last show too? I groaned. I need not be reminded. She probably was in shock last time. Didn't even realize what she was doing. Very funny, Taylor. But she's probably right. Even when I think about what I did on stage, it's all a blur. I think I sang my favorite song. This week though, I have to pick from a selection, but I barely heard the song prior to practicing it. The others are taking this rather calmly though. Cherry is in the corner, giggling at her phone. Mary is arguing over jewelry. I sigh. I might as well get this over with. To match the summer theme for this week's contest, I'm wearing a purple crop top and black shorts. My attire isn't anything too glaring, but those red heels, they're so hard to walk in. You better thank me for catching you, clumsy. When I try to walk over to the jewelry and prop counter, I nearly fall face first onto the linoleum floor. Luckily, Mary manages to steady me with her outstretched arms. Sorry. I didn't ask for an apology. I asked for a word of gratitude. Her outfit's different too. Thank you, princess. Sure, thanks. These all seem like bad options. This sounds snarky and this sounds disingenuous. Sure, thanks for catching me. Better. What would happen? Out of curiosity, I just want to see. Also, this game has rollback, which I love. Look at that. I don't have to reload from my save point and skip past the words to get to the parts I need to get to. What happens if I say thank you, princess? Yes, I'm really grateful for your aid, princess. Better. She has the same response no matter what I choose? So, does that choice even matter? Mary holds my hand and guides me over to the seat beside hers. She's wearing some platform shoes herself, but looks graceful as a swan while she glides along the floor. You can pass off as a feetless ghost sliding down the hall, Mary. I, on the other hand, am like an elephant trying to dance. Crude humor as always, but I like it. Oh, and they do a better dance than you, trust me. Has she worked at a circus training elephants? I wouldn't put it past her to do something super exotic like that. Then again, Mary is so seemingly rich and pretty and perfect that she probably owns the circus instead. I trust you, but do you really have to say that? If you don't like it, consider improving. I just can't do this. The heels make me sort of lean forward and then I keep feeling as though I'd trip. That's because you aren't confident enough. Say you're sexy. What? Just say it. I can feel a heat rush into my cheeks. Wait a second. I just noticed this. So, her outfit's different. Her outfit's different. Taylor just has a towel on her shoulder. Same outfit. I can feel a heat rush to my cheeks, especially when the nearby staff all seem to turn around to look at me right at this moment. Even Cherry and Taylor pause what they're doing. I'm sexy? Yeah, dream on, Inty. Now get that makeup on and meet me by the stage in 10. All of you too, hurry up and get your asses moving. What bad timing. I feel like my head's about to blast apart from embarrassment. Now look at yourself in the mirror. What's that shameful face for? What do you think? The director heard me. I want to hide myself under some sand. Shouldn't have trusted Mary. Who cares what he thinks? Now lift your chin up, arch your back, show your curves, swing that pretty bottom of yours, move like you own the floor, and I assure you that you won't fall. You're asking the impossible. I'm not a model. Also, I'm surprised she's genuinely helping us. You know, not like showgirl style breaking a bracelet and having us trip on the beads. Well, I have worked as a model, so I know it isn't impossible. Right. It makes total sense for Mary to be a supermodel. She's probably also the daughter of a billionaire and can communicate with 8 animal species through telepathy. While I'm musing about such useless things, Mary stands up and walks towards the exit, leaving only a pat on my shoulder. The show's gonna start soon, and I'm up first. You better advance too. The arrogant way that Mary is speaking should be irritating, but somewhat comforting to know that someone supports me. Have I possibly made a friend? I promise to try my best. Welcome again to your most spectacular idol show of the year, Supernova. I am your host, Jacques. I'm not doing it. Last time we introduced our 4 contestants. You've had the chance to see their unique glory, taking your pick about who will make it to the throne of Stardom next idol. Again, I can't be impressed by an idol show that's just for girls and only has 4 contestants. Now our contestants will be pitted against each other. Only the best will remain. One will be eliminated tonight. Without further ado, lend your applause to our first contestant, Mary Viswanathan. Charming, cheerful music blares out of the speakers, and Mary starts dancing along with it, her peach-colored dress whirling with the rhythm. Though her performance last week was elegant and formal, she completely changed her style today. Her voice is one of joy and life, skipping easily with the beat of the drums and cymbals. She's smiling wide like the summer sun, absolutely stunning in her radiance. The crowd becomes more excited as the chorus takes her notes higher, the glow sticks pounding in the air. I stare at the scene, only realizing then that I've been mouthing the words of her lyrics. Captivating. Thank you very much for that wonderful performance, Mary. Let's see how our next contestant holds up. Reza Cherenkov. You're up next. Raisin Cherry. The simple piano accompaniment rolls through the air with Cherry's soothing voice. There's also something youthful about her singing, only she's not singing Mary Had a Little Lamb. The song itself is of mid-tempo, soft and delicate like the raindrops the lyric describes. Cherry takes these raindrops from the skies, letting them drip onto shallow puddles, rippling lakes, great oceans. There's both something small and relatable and something larger and more meaningful in what she expresses. This girl is really someone special. Her technique can use further polishing, but her talent is undeniable. She could be missing half the notes and most people won't even notice. She's missed some notes? Oh, we just proved how simple we are. She's saying one of the lines almost completely different from the original. But if she sounds better, I doubt anybody would care about the original. I've never heard the song, so I can't really comment on it. But seriously? Sounding better than the original? Is that even possible? Yes, people do covers for songs all the time, and sometimes the covers are more to someone's taste than the original. A friend of mine wants to sign the girl into his record company after hearing her Mary Had a Little Lamb last week. Can you believe it? If I had the money, I would. To be so good that even Taylor would willingly admit her talents? That's amazing. I take it that you aren't gonna go down without a fight though, Taylor. I am not fighting. I just think that I'm not necessarily less skilled than her. Oh? She beats me in potential. I'll admit that much. But I'm far more experienced. Thank you, Reza. That was beautiful. Next up, we have Taylor Warren. The only person whose name I can completely pronounce. I guess I can pronounce Alice Carroll, too. Show us what your experience will do for you then. Yeah, Taylor. Are you worthy of soup? Taylor sure is no match for Cherry, appearance-wise. While both of them went for the summer theme, Cherry matched her rosy wreath with delicate pink dress. Taylor just put on the same faded blue t-shirt as last week. I suppose her stubborn attitude does give her a unique kind of charisma though. Once again, she opts for a minimal background music while she sings, opening the song with smooth falsetto. Would it be accurate to call her singing wailing? That would give it a negative connotation, would it? But I mean it in a good way actually. There's just so much emotion in the way she sings. But if I were to try to convey such sadness and regret, I would have tried for a stronger sound. I would have tried to sing my lungs out. Taylor does no such thing. She has so much control at even pitches difficult for me to reach, switching easily to lower tones for drastic powerful effects. What do you mean even for... At even pitches difficult for me to reach? We're not the best singers, so this doesn't really mean much. How great is our pitch? You didn't even know what's her name wasn't singing correctly. I don't know. This song, originally a summer tune about some generic campus, transforms into a bittersweet, nostalgic kind of sound. The simple metallic notes are underlined by hints of darkness and remorse. Why is it that Taylor is always depressed? Why does she want to express this on stage? Why can't she be depressed? Country music is very depressed, and people like performing that on stage. So much I don't understand, but her voice propels me to try. The more I listen, the more I want to know. I'm being carried away by her message. The crowd is silent after her performance. She bows and leaves us stunned to our spots. I always want to say Kitty, because she is Russian and I cannot do the Russian accent. Kitty, you better snap out of it before you get up there. Oh, what? You haven't forgotten you're up next, right? Shit. That's right. This is a contest. I'm not part of the audience. I'm supposed to be a participant. Don't look so shocked. Like I said, if you can't outshine the others, then make a biggest fool out of yourself. A catastrophic failure would have the entertainment value too. Yeah, look at that one guy who sang She Bang on American Idol all those years ago. You got super popular for a while. Like I want to be a failure on that level. That was certainly a memorable performance, Taylor. Next we have our last contestant, Alice Carroll. I don't even get the chance to practice the first line of my song in my head before I get unceremoniously shoved onto stage by my smirking boss. Shit. I'm so not prepared for this. Oh God, please somebody save me. Hello my love, goodbye my friend, hello new world, will I see you again. The times are changing but my heart stands still, our eyes are listless, can I change your will? The winds grow stronger, yet I still remain, if you don't come with me then I'll leave you in the rain. Oh, I got an achievement for that. First steps. You can't see it because I'm not in the type of recording thing that lets you see it. The musical accompaniment is so plain. It's not plain in absolute sense, but compared to the uniqueness of Cherry and Taylor's performances, it's just so common. It's totally something a regular schoolgirl would sing in a karaoke place with her friends. But is that necessarily a bad thing? I have been a regular schoolgirl till just a few months ago. After graduation, I became a regular working class young adult. I'm just a plain and ordinary girl, nothing special. But that's not something to be ashamed of, right? I remember watching a show like this on TV. Of course you'd want to see the superstar in all his glory singing so brilliantly that it nearly stops your heart. But what you feel is that you must worship him. He's so far away from you, so difficult to reach. His song is beautiful, yes, but it shames you to sing along. I'm not a superstar, but that doesn't mean I can't sing for them. The audience, the people just like me. What did Mary say? Chin up, back straight, show 'em those hips, 1, 2, 3, 4. Click those heels forward. Sing with me. The colorful lights, and our outfit is indeed different. The colorful lights play on my face. They are dazzling, they are pretty. I pour everything I have into my voice, amplifying it above the crowd's cheers. I can see them wave along with me. I walk towards them, waving back, pumping my free hand high into the air with the beat. I'm no longer on the stage, I'm in a karaoke room. The music video is playing on the screen behind me, I'm going along with it, imitating the pop idol group dancing with the tune. Have you not been to a karaoke room? The videos that are playing with the music often have nothing to do with the song that's playing. I'm gonna outdo Katie's score on the karaoke machine. Nothing is going to stop me. What is there to stop me? I don't care that this is a generic sound. This is my sound. If what Cherry and Taylor sing were considered unique, then so is this. This is me. I should be proud of my identity no matter what it is. This summer, I'm gonna be an idol. I know it. Alright, so you heard all the performances from our contestants, Mary, Brysa, Taylor, and Alice. Now is your chance to vote for your favorite idol. Those in the audience, please click on the number corresponding with your contestant of choice. Those watching the show from home, please log on to our webpage and cast your vote. As the commercials play, we eagerly await the results of the poll. Though I've resigned myself to whatever fate will befall me, I can't help but admit that I still hold on to some hopes of advancing. Ready to pack your bags, Zinty? Am I not supposed to stay even if I were to be eliminated? Wrong response. True, you'll probably stay either way, but you shouldn't even consider the possibility of elimination. That's a little optimistic, don't you think? Well, do you really think you did worse than the rest of us? Maybe. I didn't really say that, did I? But because I'm not crazy good and much better than everybody else, I can't help but at least consider the possibility of elimination, right? It's not about whether that possibility is there, it's about whether to consider it. Whether to consider it? If you think you did well, just admit it. You have every right. Taylor? Even if we're about to be eliminated, I would still be happy to stay and help everybody else as best as I can. Cherry, really? Eliminated? You and Taylor are the ones with the least to worry about, alright? Still, it's sort of nice to feel welcomed here. If you four are all done giggling, I believe Jacques has an announcement. And here are the results in my very hands. Who will be the winners? Who will be the loser? Taylor Warren, you're the highest scoring contestant this round. You have advanced. Why is he announcing the one who lost first? Because there's no suspense if you do that. Little girl, you know nothing about running a successful TV show. Your sadistic audience enjoys torturing us. Great. You mean torturing us? You've already advanced. And the next highest scoring contestant is Mary. Viswanathan. We're just going to call her Mary. She doesn't need a last name. Congratulations, you have also advanced. After her, the highest score was... Next highest score was Raisa Chernikov. Lastly, Alice Carroll. Now that you've seen all of our contestants, join us Saturday to see them compete again. Wait, so does that mean... Wait, what? It means you'll be performing in a few more days. Get ready. How? There's only 4 of us. If I'm last, that means I'm eliminated. We all made it! This wasn't even an elimination round, was it? No, it wasn't. If you have any more questions, ask me after dinner. Bye. Quit looking so glum. You made it past the first round. It was a freebie round. Don't be too sure about that. If you had gone up there screeching, it would have become an elimination round very quickly. Now, let's go eat. Yes, let's go. Alright. So it wasn't an elimination round. So does the speed of when I click on the things matter? It's a bold new day, full of opportunity. The director was insistent that we take it today to work on our dance routine. What he didn't mention was that Taylor would be in charge of the rehearsal. She led the pack, running us through the basic steps. Hey, guys, why is Taylor up front? Did the director get a teacher? Taylor is the teacher. What's the producer thinking? This is probably some stunt to save money. I hear a lot of gossip back here. And not a lot of dancing. Taylor called out behind her. Mary rolled her eyes and continued to practice the motions. And we're also back in this outfit. Kinda disappointed. Keep it up, girls. Being a star is more than having a good voice. You gotta have the looks, the body movement, the swagger and finesse. Work those hips, wink to the crowd. Mr. Director, please leave the instructions to me. To her credit, Taylor was a good instructor. She made her rounds to the rest of us. Cherry, keep her legs like this. Try to keep them apart like that. And we'll work on the basic steps. Okay, this is a little tricky. Mary, posture is important. Back straight like this. Oh, come off it. I spent my entire childhood learning posture. We'll give it a try. It's not my business if the judges decide to cut you early. Alice, you're looking a little stiff over here. I'm still finding my feet over here. It's because you're going straight to the tricky routines. Let's dissect the steps a bit. Taylor spent some time with me, making sure I understood the steps. Her movements were so fluid, rippling with dynamic energy, she had a bounce to her step. I envy that. Can you teach me more? Were you always this talented? This is tricky. These both kind of seem like we're flirting. This seems dismissive, but I wonder if we choose one of these, if it will... I think I might be probably overthinking this game a bit. Like, we have to balance learning how to do idol stuff with trying to get one of the other characters, but I have a feeling that it is just trying to get one of the other characters. I'm overthinking the idol bit of this game. Can you teach me more? It seems neutral, like we're helping ourselves without actually flirting. I'm showing real interest in Taylor. Can you teach me more? I could use a tutor for this sort of thing. Oh, you never enrolled in dance class? I suppose I can make some time when this whole competition is over. When it's over? But I won't need it then. Oh, nonsense. You could be a showgirl in Vegas. That's implying I don't win this contest. Well, anything's possible. Until then, I'll give you the best advice I can. We're here to put on a show, yes? Taylor seemed up to the task. I wonder briefly why she would put so much effort into teaching her competitors, but I suppose that's just how she is. She likes the competition, the thrill of it all. The four of us kept at it until it was time to break for lunch. We then went our separate ways, and I decided to go to Mary's room, go to Taylor's room, see Cherry, go to the stage. Well, going to Mary's room. The stress is really eating me away. I feel sick. It's weird because I keep trying to convince myself to have nothing to lose. I should stop caring so much. After all, the boss got the backup contestant she wanted. Even if I were to get eliminated, I would have fulfilled the purpose. It's not as though I would be punished or anything. Life will go on as it always has. I get to keep my job. I get to keep the old roof atop of my head. All is good, right? This month will just be a little vacation. And it's for free, too. Like, what else could I have hoped for? But saving all this isn't making my heart feel any easier. I don't want to give myself any false hopes, but it just keeps coming to me either way. Truth is, I don't want to win, huh? Even if it were impossible. The contradiction leaves me in my current state. I'm just too preoccupied with these thoughts to focus on training. And yet, who can I talk to about this? My mom? She's just saying I'm silly. It's not that she really wants to chide me, but she'd think that putting it lightly would make me feel better. Guess where I inherited these genes of idiocy from? They obviously have to come from somewhere. Sorry, Mom. You have a dad too. It could have come from your dad. So I end up just wandering around the mansion trying to keep my mind off things. I mean, just look at everything here. It's so ridiculously lavish. Oh yes. So glamorous and lavish. Alright. We will stop here for this episode. I'll see you next time. I'm tatocat. Have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon.